Okay, welcome to the Monday vid conference. It is Monday, and what is today? The 13th of May, and it's so exciting here in Indianapolis because we have three new studios training, and actually four studio owners. Because as you'll hear, Ruben and Ben are doing the studio together as father and son. I think that's really cool. So thanks for being on the Monday call today, and we're glad everybody is here. We have quite a few owners on, and I thought we'd start. And this is kind of a tradition now. I'm upstairs in my studio, and everybody else is down in the home theater training where we do training. And so I thought we'd just have Matt um, and the rest of our new owners kind of take you through how they found out about Home Video Studio, what they currently do, and their plans for their studio. And so you'll get to know them a little bit. And then anybody that wants to share, any of our studio owners that are currently on the vid conference today that want to share with them, that would be great. Let's give them a warm welcome. So welcome, new studio owners. Thanks for being here. And so Matt Miller, you're first up on the docket this morning. And Matt, you rang my doorbell bright and early this morning. Welcome to Home Video Studio, Matt Miller. Matt, how about introducing yourself? Where are you going to be running your studio, and how did you find out about Home Video Studio? Give us the whole story.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I've been on the Zoom calls on Monday for a couple of weeks, but I haven't really talked to anybody. So, hello. I'm going to be working in my home in a studio in Kelso, Washington. So we're up in the Northwest. I think Tom's probably the closest one to me. I got to get over there to see him at some point. So,
Glad
yeah,
have you over the Central Washington, the brightest part of the state there.
yeah. You know where Kelso is?
I do.
Okay, yeah, that's where I'm at. So yeah, we're gonna be running it from home, my fiance and I, and the way I got introduced to Home Video Studio was this is something I've been interested in for over 10 years in doing myself as a home business. I work full time right now at Oracle as a software designer. So that job and just raising kids and whatnot kind of has kept me busy in the meantime. But now the kids are all gone, and I was looking around to start a business, and I started buying equipment slowly myself to try and build up some digital transfer equipment and a small studio. But in the process of looking around for companies that do certifications and training, I found Home Video Studio, and I realized this can get me right to the point where I'll know the business operations and the marketing and all the workflows for transferring that I'll need to know and do it all at once. So, and everybody, all your testimonials and whatnot too were fantastic and really were the tipping point for us to make a decision. So that's our story.
Well, welcome. Thank you very much.
Sure.
Um, so how about Ruben? Ruben from Las Cruces.
Yes, sir. Yes, my name is Ruben Rubalcaba from Las Cruces, New Mexico. Been married for 32 years to my lovely wife, and Rosemarie. This is my son, Benjamin. He's 21 years old, and I've owned a sign shop for the last 20 years there in the Cruces. And I remember when I first started my sign shop, I had received a pamphlet from Home Video Studio. And I thought, wow, that seems pretty interesting. So I kept it. And it wasn't until probably after COVID that my business was kind of slowed down and trying to pick up some revenue. And so I saw the advertising of Home Video Studio, and I realized, oh, wow. So I give Robert a call, and we had a great conversation. And I think I I believe I talked to Brian from Phoenix. I think he gave me a call and kind of shared his experience. And I just it's an exciting opportunity. I'm excited to be here and excited to learn and excited to work with my son and to build a great business. And anyways, I'm just excited to be here and it's great to meet you all.
That's awesome, you know, and I don't think we've had a father and son run a studio before, so this is going to be very fun. Ben, do you concur with everything that your dad said?
I do. I don't have a whole interesting story of how I found it because 18 years ago I was like 3 years old. So like I just kind of came along with my dad and I'm here now. So I'm very excited to learn and grow and see what this has to offer as a family. And yeah.
Well, that's great. And I remember when I sent that pamphlet out, what, 18 years ago, I was thinking, well, Ben's only 3 years old. It'll probably be another 15 years. No, that's great. Welcome aboard, Ben.
Thank you.
All right. So let's go right to the right of you to Rayburn. Rayburn, how you doing?
Doing great.
Thank you. Welcome aboard to Home Video Studio. You want to tell your story?
I am interested in the marketing aspect of it. That's one of the reasons that I joined in the support system that I saw in Home Video Studio. I saw an ad on Facebook and I called Robert and talked to him about it. My background is video and I did similar things like this before in the past. And I just recently retired about 3 months ago. So something that I wanted to do was get back into video.
My name is Wendell Timothy. I'm a studio owner here in Birmingham, Alabama, and looking forward to meeting all of you in Florida in a couple months. As you all are starting out, my advice to you is to reach out to everyone in the family here. They're all very helpful and knowledgeable. They have many more years of experience than I do, and I've learned so much from them. But I'm glad that you made the decision to join. Like many of you, I started the same way. I remember getting the pamphlet from Robert years ago, but at the time I had a career in sales. When that eventually came to an abrupt end, I had been doing audio visual work for several years on the side, and this was just a perfect fit. So I'm glad to be here, glad to meet you, and I can't wait to meet you all in person.
Well, let's go to Michael Harris. Michael, you're one of our brand new owners as well. You were training here in January, and you did mention at the beginning of our Zoom conference that you had a great week this week. So maybe tell us a little bit about that and say hi to our new owners and maybe share your journey as well.
Sure. Hi, guys. Welcome to the family. Like Robert said, pretty new. Although I don't feel new anymore. I was all brown hair when I started, and I'm gray now. But I actually signed in November and went through basic training in January and advanced training the next month and got installed right about the same time. So I've been up and running for about 8 weeks or so. And like I said at the beginning of the meeting, I had a huge week this last week. Actually did $6,000 in orders. So for me, that was quite a week.
Wow.
And then this morning, I started off this morning. I've had 8 calls already this morning, and it's only 11 o'clock in the morning. And for 5 emails from the website. So it's booming right now. So it's been fantastic. So learn as much as you can, and then understand that you can't answer every question, because I've had people asking me questions today. I had no idea, but I'm the professional. So I said, I specialize in that. I can do that.
Great. Thank you. What a great week. $6 grand last week.
Yeah, it helped.
That is awesome. Good story. Good story. Okay, let's go to somebody else who would like to join us.
So welcome everyone. I want to echo what Wendell and Michael said. A great group of people. It is like a family. And I'm just excited for you all to come on board, take advantage of everything you learn at basic training, and then hopefully you can make it to the getaway this summer. It's really, really amazing to interact with all the other owners. That's where you just get a lot of tips and little juicy nuggets of information from all these wonderful people. But I'm excited you're here. I am located in Green Cove Springs, Florida, and I came on board 5 years ago. I can't believe it's been 5 years. I opened right before COVID, so it was a little bit challenging for me because I was new to the area and I lost out on some, face-to-face networking with people, but that has since changed and it's made a huge difference. I've just do this for the enjoyment. My background is in video production, so I just love this. I love and am very passionate about preserving people's memories. So this is just totally right up my alley. And I have the freedom to work from home and go and do, and it's just been wonderful. So welcome aboard. If I can ever help you, let me know.
Thank you, Cheryl. And could we go to maybe John Failing? John, could we go to you and then maybe Barry after John?
Absolutely. Yeah, my name is John Failing. I'm located in the Denver area, and I joined Home Video Studio. It was end of 2017, so I'm coming up on like 8 years, I guess. And I'm a retired family physician, and I was looking for something totally different, and I stumbled upon Home Video Studio, and it's been a wonderful experience. As everyone's been saying so far, it is kind of a family, and we are all here to support each other. So feel free to reach out as much as you want, and we will help you along the way. Same thing goes for especially the conferences like the Getaway. Pull us aside, or in other words, or just sit and listen to people talking about things, and you'll hear so many interesting tidbits and helpful hints on how to do things, technical things, business things, advertising, all kinds of stuff. So not just the classes, but definitely spend time talking to the other owners. And welcome, you guys. It'll be fun meeting you guys in July.
Thank you, John. And now we'll go to Barry. Hello, Barry.
Hey, hello, everybody. Hey, Ben and Ruben and Matt and Rayburn, welcome aboard. Very nice to have you guys on board. I know your heads are probably spinning, or if they're not, they will be. There's a lot of information to absorb. I am in Columbus, Ohio. I started my studio. I'm going into year 3. Never have regretted the decision to make the leap. It's been a fantastic lifestyle. I had a great week last week because I was helping a buddy of mine in Florida build an outdoor kitchen. So this job gives you the ability to go and do that without having to worry about your vacation time and all that kind of stuff. Although I am busy this week coming back, but welcome aboard. I look forward to seeing you in Clearwater. Like everyone else has said, lean on the other studio owners. There's a wealth of knowledge in this group and little shortcuts and tidbits that they can help you with once you get the basics behind you. And we'll look forward to meeting you in Clearwater.
Let's go to Kelly Grotti.
I'm Kelly Grotti. I'm in Elk River, Minnesota. I bought an existing studio back in 2011. So I've been around for quite a while. Been here many years, I guess. It's an awesome family. A home video studio. You need to learn something or aren't sure, go out to the Facebook page and put a question out there, and somebody will answer your question in probably minutes. Most of the people who answer the questions are on this call today, or some of them are. I also run another business at the same time as I run this one. And it works out for me because I can do it on a part-time basis. I can run it out of my home office. And it's my fun part of the business and my fun part of the day. And I already had 3 customers in here this morning.
Wow, that is 3 customers already this morning. You're an hour behind us, so that's awesome. Let's go to Debbie Williams. Debbie is calling in from her phone. Hello, Debbie.
Yeah, so I'm driving. Anyway, my name is Debbie Williams. It's nice to meet all of you, and I look forward to seeing all of you in Clearwater. I too purchased a studio in 2011, so I'm coming up on my 13th year anniversary, which is kind of mind blowing, but it's all good. I left corporate America. My background is in graphic design and photography. And I worked for the newspapers, started at a weekly newspaper, went on to the Cincinnati Enquirer. By the way, I'm in Northern Kentucky, which is a Cincinnati metropolitan area. But we're in Kentucky, which is what I call the good side of the city. Anyway, I worked for the Cincinnati Enquirer. All total, I was in newspapers for about 22, 23 years. And really got tired of the corporate environment. So I made a big change. I quit, I left, freelanced, did everything I could, but it just wasn't quite enough. And I stumbled into the home video studio network, and eventually jumped in and have not regretted a day of it since. I enjoy what I do. I look forward to going into my work. I do have a studio store, but anyway, we are all here to help you. We have different, varied experiences, backgrounds. We can learn from you as well as you can learn from us. So don't be afraid to get in our space, to network, to talk, go out to dinners with us when we are meeting, and just, learn everything you can and work toward the passion that you have for doing this business.
Debbie, do you really have 8 iPhones? It says Deb's iPhone 8. Sorry. Let's go. I had to make a joke. Let's go to Brian. Brian Gillespie. Let's tune Brian in.
Yeah, a lot of people, some of the people that I started a studio, when I started my studio, are still here, which is pretty amazing. Back in 2000, in 2099, I had a workmate that asked me, because they had known I'd started a few businesses, and they said, they gave me a postcard that had home video studio on it. And they said, can you check this out and see if it's a good opportunity? And because they wanted to get into video production. So I looked at it, and then I went to the website and I got on the list, and then back in the day, we used to get postcards from Home Video Studio. That was in 99 and 2000. And in 2001, right after 9/11, everybody was telling me, don't start a business, don't do it. It was the dot bomb happened, like the Y2K was, a lot of startups started that year in 2000, but in March of 2000, the economy started to crash. So I went out and visited Robert in October of 2001 and made a choice right then on the spot to go with Home Video Studio. Robert came out and set me up in January of 2002. And by June of 2002, I quit my job because I'd made $10,000 in a month, which sounds like Michael's on that track right now. So yeah, that was working at part-time too. That was just part-time, and I hopped aboard, and later I became part of the training, the technical support team. And then I started installing studios for Robert, setting them up and helping studio owners. I had a passion for helping others be successful like I was. And then left Home Video Studio for a while and just joined again this year. Or actually at the end of last year. So back, but really happy to be back with Home Video Studio. It's been a long time coming. We've been talking for years about it, and it's nice to be back.
There's a long history to Home Video Studio, and people do come and go, into our lives, and we are so happy to have you back with Home Video Studio. So welcome back to you, and welcome to our new studio owners. Miguel, can you share your story with us?
Of course I can. So my name is Miguel. I've been in with Home Video Studio for 16 years now. It's year 16. I've been very happy with it. I was in my church media department, and I was a chef before this. And I really enjoyed the editing and filming, and we started like really like just going crazy. We're like, hey, let's do how about if we do the announcements with a green screen? And I was like, yeah, let's do that. And so we just had like 6 or 8 of us that were just like, just whatever we like, hey, there's this thing, let's try this, you know? And so we did that for a while. And I said, man, this is so awesome. I wish I could find a job doing something like this instead of what I was doing. And instead of a job, I found a business opportunity with Home Video Studio, and it's like the best thing I've done. You know, this is the longest I've been with anything, and my thing too was like, okay, I have no business experience. You know, I have no clue. I need to go somewhere where somebody's gonna, you know, be able to handhold me and tell me what to do and show me how to do it. And that's what Robert's been doing for, you know, the past 16 years. At first, people would call me and I'd go, I'd say, you need what? Okay, all right, hold on a second. Wait, let me call you right back. And then I hang up, call Robert and say, Robert, this is what they want. How much is that? And then he would tell me, and then I call him back. Yeah, sorry, I was busy on the other line. Yeah, this is what it's going to be. And then if they ask too many questions, be like, you know what, let me just call you back later. Because sometimes it was like one question at a time, you know. But that's what I've always loved about Home Video Studio, you know. And at first it was just Robert that I was interacting with, but then you get to know everybody else. You know, if you have any questions, you know, when you guys get on the Facebook feed, you'll see, you know, hey, what are best practices for this? You know, just there's a multitude of people that can help you with any situation. So, and we're all here for you.
Thank you, Miguel. That was awesome. And Miguel, you've got getaway, looks like number 10 you're wearing today.
Yes, yes. You get these cool shirts every so often.
We should collect all of those. Collect all the shirts. All right, so let's see. Maybe Tom Ott. Tom, are you you want to share with us today?
You bet. Well, first of all, Matt, it's great to have another Washingtonian on the team there too. So welcome, and look forward to sharing in person. You know, sometime we'll meet in the Western Washington. I'm located in Central Washington, Ellensburg, Washington. I've been a studio owner for about 2 years. And it's kind of like the other stories I was hearing. You know, the kids grow. The house was too big, so you know, we wanted to make a move. Left corporate America. Then also COVID hit, so I was in healthcare technology, so it was a perfect time to leave that space. And bottom line, this business just makes a great impact for the community, very positive impact for capturing history, and people love it. And you have a lot of great emotions coming out of your product in the community that I just have just reveled in. And the team is just amazing. Everybody in the HVS family really wants you to succeed, and they've been very helpful. So I said, just lean into that, and you'll be successful.
What would be the number one thing you would recommend that we avoid doing?
I don't know. Who wants to answer that question? That's a loaded gun.
Trying to do this on your own without asking questions and not following the guidelines.
Yeah. Good answer.
I'd also say you don't have to say yes to everything. So don't always say yes, but you don't have to always say no first either.
My advice is do not skip the trainings that are offered. They're wonderful.
Anybody else want to add to that?
Sure, Robert, I'll add to it. I'm not sure how many of the new owners are be working out of their home, but if you are, unless it's a rush order, don't take your work home. So if you have a separate area and you reach the end of the day, close up shop, head to another room and separate your work from your home life.
I'll say something, Robert.
Oh yeah, please. So let's go to John Failing. John, go ahead.
I would say be patient because every studio is different. Sometimes it takes a little while to get some traction with your advertising and your marketing. And along the way, some people kind of almost get a little desperate, and they might consider lowering their prices, but don't do that. Just stick to your guns, come up with pricing based on Robert's recommendations or other studios' recommendations, and then just stay with that price. Don't discount too much, and then you end up in trouble because then everyone will want that same kind of discount. So yes, that's it.
So yes, going to the training is vitally important and very informative. The big bang for the buck is in the meetings with the other owners after the training and in the hallway and at breakfast and at dinner and hanging out at night. You will pick up a spiral full of tips and tricks and things that will help you far more than anything you'll learn in the classroom, because you can always learn that stuff from the classroom, but this is stuff that will save you from making big mistakes later on. So it's very valuable to meet and communicate with the other owners and ask questions.
All right, so that's been the Monday Vid Conference. Thank you very much for joining us. We're glad you did. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Have a great day. Make lots of money.
Yeah.
See y'all. Have a
Megan,
great week.
Bye.